Do you even see how many tabs are here? This is all Dedede footage. What do I do with myself? It's too much good. Guys, this is Soul Train, and after spending a ton of time combing through the footage from the final demo build, I've got some great info on Ultimate Dedede for you. Man, do we have a ton of footage from the past weekend, and I'll put the links of all this in the description. Did you see that Dedede won a Japanese child's tourney? Oh, it's hilarious. Let's jump in with all the changes real quick for you, and man, some of them are real good. Animation changes first, and most importantly, our crouch animation has been buffed between demo builds to this. And Bardo was classy enough to do it in many of his matches. I don't know what else we could ask for in terms of buffing our taunt game with that penguin. Who could say no to that face? And of course, our animations have all been redone for our aerials. Bair especially is the most notable one, but also Fair is a lot smoother. Interestingly, Nair now jiggles, of course that was happening in an earlier build, and Dare now hits a little bit more between Dedede's feet. I'm not sure if the hitbox changed. Jethammer now has a beautiful blue flame, as you can see here, not red as it was before. And then even Dedede's up B has changed. You can see when he jumps, there's actually a little green spark right there. That indicates super armor on the way up and down, just like before. Very nice visual indicator. We figured out what the Gordo pupil change means now. Small means the Gordo was just reflected, whether by Dedede or the opponent. And then once it bounces again, it goes back to normal, just like this. Great touch, and I like the update a lot. And now frame data changes. Of course, across the board we have landing lag changes with all of the aerials. Fair is down to 18 frames. Very big for Dedede. Bair, even more importantly, is down to 9 landing lag frames. Making it safe on shield? Well, I'll have to do more testing. Up air is almost nothing at 13, and Dare, manageable 20. This means a lot. Nair didn't change nearly as much, just down about 5 frames, but this is going to be huge for the character. Utilt is 2 frames faster, starting at frame 7 now instead of 9. Some great footage here from El Bardo. Tons of thanks to him throughout. Jab is the same in terms of raw frame data, but all the hits connect now. And finally, Inhale recovers 4 frames faster. Definite buff for our shield grab. There are some fixes to hitboxes. Dtilt looks to hit a little bit higher and closer to Dedede, fixing that blind spot, and more importantly, Usmash doesn't have a blind spot in front, and it hits really low in front of Dedede. Thank God. Now, on to tech, and some of the really exciting stuff. We've seen before that Inhale can spit Gordo, but now we have an amazing clip from El Bardo where it does Gordo and a projectile in rapid succession. Just watch this. This is not small for the character. Let's look at it again in slow motion. Dedede jumps, throws out Gordo, and then jumps again to inhale it, spitting it almost immediately. He tries to inhale it again, but gets hit. He inhales again, but gets gyro, inhales that same gyro again, and then spits it out. Then throws out another Gordo, and of course, does a 5th inhale. He then inhales that same Gordo a 2nd time for the 6th inhale in the sequence. Wow, this is great. El Bardo posted a couple of testing clips he did onto his Twitter. I'll post them here all together, but please give him a follow. The link will be in the description. First, he tested up throw as a combo throw. D throw he said was almost impossible to get anything off of, but our up throw now combos to up air until around 70%. Then you can see it missing just after. Jethammer now breaks fully charged shields. Finally, the move needed it. I did see a clip of Jab Jab Dtilt working, but it is unsafe by at least a few frames. So it's possible for some mix-ups here, but definitely, again, not safe. Now finally, the best tech we've found for Ultimate Dedede yet. After collaborating with players across several different countries and going through hours of footage frame by frame, I present you with the 100% Gordo Stick. I first suspected this in the Nintendo Direct, where we saw the Gordo Stick here, but then as more and more footage came out, on all kinds of different circumstances, whether bouncing off of Ganondorf, like it does here, or whether Dedede throws it directly in nice slow motion, Gordo stuck. And it didn't matter who stuck it. Chrom could reflect it, it's still going to stick in the side of a wall. Bounce off somebody else, it's still going to stick. Dedede just decide to jump up and chuck it against Peach's castle, it's going to stick. An item reflect it, it's still going to stick. We're then confused by a few other clips, exceptions, where a bounce-off happened once or twice. However, after analysis, we believe this is due to stage interaction issues, not because of the randomizing effect Nintendo put into the Gordo in Smash 4. It's clear that a successful Gordo stick is now coded into the move, and if there's a pixel that doesn't interact right with it on a stage, you can practice placement and still get it 100% of the time. This, we are confident, is a 100% stick, especially after this Bardo footage he recently just posted on his Twitter, where he sticks it 4 times in a row.
So what does this mean, Soul Train?
What does it mean? That we are fixed. Given the direction and intent of the changes so far, Nintendo clearly doesn't want to change too much positively about anyone in Ultimate, but first just wants to fix things that are broken. Largely, from the outside, Dedede is very much the same in terms of most hitboxes, airspeed, etc. But the fact is, after all of this, Dedede is finally a character. He's complete. His broken hitboxes work, the stick does what it's meant to, Inhale is interesting and is an important part of our neutral now, and more importantly, our mobility is now amazing compared to the old character in Smash 4. As Dedede relies on getting into and out of the air, with our jump squat now unified, our fall speed amazing in the first place, combined with our far less laggy aerials on landing, this is going to be a much, much better neutral game for Dedede. I still doubt he'll be top tier, just that he'll be functional and fun. And where we can take him from there, who knows? Personally, I predict some frame data buffs in the future, but we'll see. Before anyone cries otherwise, Gordo Stick will not be overpowered. It definitely has counterplay to it, and is a huge time investment for Dedede, as he has to go off stage and then recover first. Prediction is that this character will largely lose neutral, until he wins it, and then you're screwed. I like it. That said, and a really cool note, I will actually be at one of the pre-release demo builds in a few weeks here. I have a full document of things I want to test, and you'd be welcome to add to it. If you want to also get the latest updates, join the Discord. The link's in the description here. I put everything there first, and then sometimes put stuff on my Twitter. Please do follow me, links in there too, and then sometimes make a summary vid like this one. I gotta put a huge thanks out first, obviously, to El Bardo. He's been such an awesome Dedede and a great benefit to the whole community through the whole world for getting all this to us way in advance of the game's release. I have to thank the Dedede Discord labbers for helping work through so much of this with me and sharing the excitement. But a huge thanks again to Malkraz for his crazy in-depth frame analysis, Density or Matthew for helping me work out the Gordo Stick analysis and really going frame by frame with me there, and of course the entire lab team. This is Soul Train, thanks for watching, I'll see you soon with more information, and can't wait for this game to come out.